Hi Lewis, thanks very much for talking to us after the Tilbury game today. And obviously, it's pre-season, we can't make any assumptions, but you must be pleased with the 4 or 5 games we've had, how it's going.
Yeah, we're pleased up to today's performance. Really, we've been good in areas, but we have played teams of a higher level.
Absolutely.
So it sort of paves the way for the way you're going to play the game. Obviously, we're letting them dictate the play. So we are playing sort of not counter-attack football, but we're playing on the break, and we're being a solid side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So today was the first sort of game where I really asked the players to dictate the ball, and we struggled, if I'm being honest with you. But listen, the pre-season so far, Hornchurch, Cheshunt, Aveley, Buckersteel, Bishop Stortford, I can't really fault the lads for the efforts they've put in. They all look sharp. And I like you say, the performances, especially Bishop Stortford away, have been positive.
We all thought the second half at Stortford was against what were obviously a good side.
Yeah.
We thought that was a really good performance going in at half. Well, having let in the early goal, Bantic then getting one back, and then they scored again. It was real character, we thought, from the touchline. Actually watching that and really dug in.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. To be honest with you, it was an enjoyable game as well. They're a top side. I think they'll be up there. They'll be top 3 for sure. And I spoke to Steve Smith, like I know Steve, he phoned me the following morning, he said, you battered us for the last 25 minutes. But it's just levels, you've got to keep the levels high.
Absolutely.
Anyone can turn up to Bishop Stortford, see the pitch, see the facilities and want to perform. It's when you play the Great Wakens, the Whitams, they're the games where you've got to turn up, because that's where you win and lose the leagues.
So, and obviously we thought last week when we went to Buckhurst Hill, that was a really good friendly to arrange, because those of us who've watched the club for years, we know. We've had banana skins before where we've got the smaller clubs in cups and things, so it was a really good experience going to a club like that who themselves they put in a really good shift.
Yeah, it helps that it's 2 minutes from my house as well. No, they were a top side. Yeah. They were a top side. Yes. And take nothing away, it was competitive. They was on us. They know how to play. They've got a good system the way they play. And they've played together for a long time, so they worked us. That was tough. It was Buckersteel Bishop Stortford was about getting games on grass, because we get too used to it training on Astro, we're playing on Astro, and we struggled on grass last year. Obviously, I was one of them. So anytime we played on grass, it was as if you were treading on water most of the times, because it is more true, the Astro, but the grass takes it out your legs. But listen, as a supporter, it's you almost. You don't want to win every game, but in my opinion, you do. Winning becomes habit, and if you breed winning, you just carry on. You should never want to lose any match at football. We're friendly. There's no such thing as a friendly, in my opinion.
No, agree completely. But we're standing at the touchline. We've also been really pleased the way that you've given some of the youngsters a chance, and we've seen what they can do as well. I mean, the one of the goals of the early friendlies, it was, they've obviously played together before. They know what they're doing, and the skill level seems incredible with the youngsters.
Well, it's a credit to Mark and Nick, and obviously the club for recruiting such good talent. I know most of the fans, the ones you all talk about is the Dylans, because it's exciting. But you look at Henry Lynch, Presley, Juan, the boy lower on the bench today. They're all tops. They're good players. We've got that Velocity Cups. They'll come and play, and they'll have opportunities. And if they do well, they'll. Listen, I don't care who you are. If you come in and perform, you get your opportunity. Everyone's got to start somewhere. So I'm more than happy to keep bringing them through, and it's exciting for the fans. I wanted to bring, to be honest with you, I went and watched the Greys under-16s game in pre-season, and I tried to get 2 15-year-olds to play, but they're not allowed yet. They've got to be 16. So it's exciting times for the club. Honestly, it really is.
And at the other end of the scale, you brought in, what was it, 7 new players before and did the business early, which was great, and obviously that's given you time to get them bedded in, and there doesn't seem any strangers now. And you obviously got Mitch back from the Matchbury World Cup as well, so it's all you can see how it's all starting to gel together.
Yeah, it's starting to gel together, but you just I say it to the lads, you've got to keep your standards very high. You only get these opportunities where you get a good group 2 or 3 times in your career, and that's speaking from experience. And you know as soon as you're in that group, this is the one. I had it at Haybridge, I had it at Malden, and I had it at Redbridge 3 times, where you knew the group, you was going to achieve something. But you've got to keep the standards high, and that's for people like Lewis Clark, Rob Clark, Mitch, Macca, Corey, all experienced lads. They've got to keep that bar, and as soon as you let it go, that's when you get punished.
Yeah, I suppose finally, Lewis, how easy has it been for you? It's sort of obviously giving up playing, and now in the dugout, how much is there you still want to get out there and kick every ball?
It's tough. I'm different to what I am when I play. I'm more of a shouter on the pitch, but I don't think that feeds through to the players when you're a manager. It's about creating a process of how we want to play, and the players at that level, they should be able to take on board what we're trying to ask them to do. And like I say, so far they've not faltered, to be honest with you. Today was a slight little blip, but in terms of myself, I'm enjoying it. It's a fresh challenge. It's given me probably a little bit more of sense of football. I had my knee, I had my back, and I sort of see it drifting away. Obviously, it was devastating last season because we were 5 games away, and it hit hard. So, but I'm loving the challenge.
Is the knee all right now? Because obviously you were sort of completely back. You were saying about you look like the mummy wrapped up on Tuesday.
No, so the knee's it's still sore, but it is what it is. So listen, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge. I'd be lying if I said I don't stand on the side thinking I can still play. But listen, the group we've got together is a group we should be proud of as a club. They all seem to be doing the right things. Most more than anything, they're good people. They're honest people. They're work hard people, and they want to achieve for the football club. And I said to them, if you achieve for the football club, you'll get your own success. So listen, all I can say is thanks for getting behind us. Keep getting behind us. Season starts next week, and we're looking forward to it.
Brilliant, Lewis. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you.